Yo, what's good? It's Skano from the gutter. I had a Nigerian commenter who made an interesting comment. You said you believe a majority of the animosity, directed at Africans and Nigerian men in particular, is primarily based on jealousy and insecurity. From FBA men. Because Nigerian men, they're more sophisticated, more distinguished, more educated, and generally just more cultured than the average, black American man. That's what I gather, your overall. And you say, you know, we are threatened by y'all. Not only as far as, from a success standpoint. In other words, you know, our performance. But you saying a majority of the smoke is due to us being insecure about our women. Because, it is commonly known, we know, FBA black men, that black American women, y'all do be checking for the Nigerians, though. And to each their own, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a preference, so. But he says that, yeah, you know, we are threatened by them. And that's what the real issue is. We know that our women, you know what I'm saying? Man, I've heard that Nigerian men are, can be arrogant, but this is next level arrogance, because I have to tell you. To insinuate that the delineation is primarily based on jealousy, And I suppose this would work on both sides, with the women too. Nah. You may have a point to a certain degree, because like I said, I do know that, from what I understand, like I said, there is a thing that exists, but they are black men. If you're black, you're attracted to, for the most part, we attracted to our own race. So, I don't find it unfathomable with that. But like he's, as he stated, we feel threatened because the average Nigerian man is much more accomplished, like I said, much more accomplished and distinguished than the average black American man. And they are choosing them. That's what he says. Does he have a point? Like I said, man, this is. To think that this is based on gatekeeping cooch. I know we get the label of being hypersexual, but come on, bro. I give us some credit here. It's so much deeper than that. There's so many levels to this, And like I said, you may have a somewhat of a point. It worked both ways. We have access to your women also. I think it's much more common for African women to stay within the African community as far as when they choose a mate. I don't think it's as prevalent, but woo woo. But no, like I said, man, the world is a competition. There's so many different types of black men in this country, black American men. We used to competing. We have to compete with other races too. So nah. But I'm not gonna act like he don't have a point here. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real for a second. because that's what we do over here. I don't want to hear y'all talking. Now, FBA till I die and all that, real shit. If you run across the right one, you know what I'm saying? You find them attractive. The shit click. The energy is, and there's no type of, you know what I'm saying, as far as cultural barriers, are we gonna stand here and act like, come on now. So I'm just saying, man. And while y'all talking this, like I said, man, and I'm not, if you run across the right one, ladies, and don't stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? You run across, now if a tall, suave Nigerian pull up on you and put that suave game on you, you know what you're gonna stand there and act like, come on now, let's keep it real. We keep it real over here now. Like I said, FBA till we die and all that, but you know what I'm saying? You might just slide that, ideology might get a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You run across the right one. You know what I'm saying? So let's not play games here. You know what I'm saying? He makes a good point as far as, we understand that, but like I said, to think that to break it down to that, reduce it to, like I said, gatekeeping cooch. Come on, man. And that just shows your arrogance and your narcissism, as far as I'm concerned. You thought you made a good point. But there's nothing wrong with competition, man. Competition will bring the best out of you. Because you know what they say about pressure? Really the bust pipes or form diamonds. No ops left scandal. You already know.